Hello, yo, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot. And in this whole video, we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and as well Libra Rising. Weekly general tarot reading March 8th up until March 14th, 2021. And in case you are interested in a personal reading with me, guys, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can, of course, view and, if you will, purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to your general reading, Libra, the first card that we do have for you guys, that is going to be the Queen of Wands, followed by the Seven of Swords. Afterwards, what we do have is going to be the Queen of Pentacles. Then that will be the Nine of Pentacles. And the last one, we have the Three of Swords. Ooh. Oh man. Okay, so this will be a week. How do I present it in a way that's... All right, let's keep the kiss, right? Keep it simple and stupid. For me, that is, because it is quite complicated to explain it on one go. So let's start card by card. And the first one, which is the Queen of Wands, that will be someone that you are going to interact right at the start of the week. And it will seem that this person knows what they are talking about. And they definitely know. Not just only seem, but they definitely know what they're talking about. Very much mesmerizing type of an individual is what the Queen of Wands is. It is because the Queen of Wands, they do have a very astute and profound as well understanding into the human nature, such as the Queen of Cups, but the understanding is very different. And the Queen of Cups knows what you are going through. That is their or her understanding into the human nature, your nature if you had it. The Queen of Wands understands what you need to hear. That's a problem. So, Queen of Wands, as at the start of the week, you do interact with that person, which could be somebody you know, or it could be somebody brand new that steps in and say, hey, do you want to hang out together, or do you want to make business together, or whatever, you know. It's just, it comes with some kind of a idea, and that idea, it will be exactly what you need to hear, and maybe exactly what you need as well. Queen of Wands, the problem with this person is that you are going to feel flattered that it is coming straight to you, honored even in some cases that it is addressing you with this idea, with this proposition, and so on and so forth. But the Queen of Wands, they are also a very challenging individuals, and under challenging I mean that they are going to be leading the train. They are the leading part of one thing, and so you cannot raise your voice against them, because their usual strategy against those that are raising the voice is smothering them down. That being said, if that person comes business-wise to you, what the person is saying as an idea, it has a huge money to be made from it. If that's somebody with a love interest and romantic interest, man, it's just they are attracting everybody. So if you are a jealous type of an individual, it will be a difficult time for you, because it's simply everybody will want the attention of the Queen of Wands. It is, and the Queen of Wands feels good when everybody wants her or his attention. It is just how they function. So depending on how this is going to manifest for you will kind of like define what kind of interaction you're going to have with the Queen of Wands. But nonetheless, right after that, you are going to very quickly understand that there was more to it. There was more to the idea. There was more to the approach. There was more to the whole strive for cooperating with you. And that is clearly seen into the Seven of Swords, where you are going to find out that this Queen of Wands is just using you, unfortunately. And I'm not saying that you are not beneficiary from the situation, but definitely it's not that the Queen of Wands is not giving you nearly enough than what you deserve from the cooperation in between each other. So it doesn't give you nearly enough attention, for example, or nearly enough intimacy, for example, or nearly enough authority, for example, nearly enough money, for example. So it's not giving you nearly enough. And that is the moment here, Libra, where you are going to step for your rights, storm it out, and demand for everything you have been owed. And that will be the point where most likely you are, well, almost certainly you are going to part ways. Under what conditions, though, that depends on how you're going to play your cards, because you may maintain friendship with this person, even with the Seven of Swords there. You may maintain friendship with the Queen of Wands, but it is just this sense, and it's not just only sense, but as well this proof, argument that you have been lied straight away, you have been deceived, you have been used. It will be more than you can overcome. And even if you want to keep up cooperating either intimately or either professionally with the Queen of Wands, your self-righteousness, your dignity will not going to allow that to happen. And so your understanding at that point is that you are being used to be a participant into a battle, into a war, that it is not your battle, it's not your war. So you have to do something for yourself at the end of the day, and therefore this is where the agendas split. Her agenda, your agenda, and her I say because it's a queen, but it could be as well a male, so that person's agenda, your agenda, and I think you will decide to go by with your personal agenda moving forward. And I think that because we do have another individual stepping into your life, that is Queen of Pentacles. And the most likely manifestation here, it is that when you do split, okay, or part ways, sever with the Queen of Wands, you are gonna find yourself rather doubtful that you can keep up with your things without the Queen of Wands, with the idea of the Queen of Wands. Because what I said, it is that the idea of the Queen of Wands is great, but it is just she's using you to get the bigger pie from it, okay? So right after that, we do have the Queen of Pentacles stepping in, and that is an individual that instead of using you will try to make you aware of how big potential you have. There is many ways that this card could manifest. So I will try to give you a few examples. Say a Queen of Wands, that is a failure of a relationship. In that particular case, you are going to be in a state where you will think that you have missed the big opportunity, and that you can never find as handsome or kind of like mesmerize, if you will, as handsome and as attractive person as the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Pentacles comes about and say, are you crazy, man? I mean, did you look yourself into the mirror recently? I mean, see how gorgeous you are, see how successful you are, for example. You definitely can go for even more than that. So just pick up yourself together and go forward. Queen of Pentacles tries to show you how much potential you do have even without the Queen of Wands participation. In fact, that you can thrive even bigger than without the Queen of Wands. And that's needless to say is going to amplify and as well boost your self-confidence there. And are you going to develop those potentials which are heretofore unexplored? That depends entirely on you, Libra, but I do believe that you will, because we do have the next card for you, and that is the Nine of Pentacles. And we talked about self-confidence, that it's going to be amplified just couple of words ago. And that is exactly what happens with the Nine of Pentacles. That is where you do now build up not just only the feeling, but as well the awareness, because feeling something and being aware of it are two completely different things. So not just only you are going to develop the feeling, but also the awareness that you don't need the Queen of Wands, that very first person who you found that they are using you toward their own means, and you don't want that to happen anymore. But it's kind of like you felt that you are entitled to it and that you are not that much without them. Well, that's no longer going to be the case here. Nine of Pentacles, it is where your confidence boosted, where you do look toward the future and you see, yes, I can definitely do that. I can definitely find much better person than you, or attract a much better person than you. I can definitely build up a better business than what was the business model of us together. I can definitely be more successful than what you offered me. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, after the conversations with the Queen of Pentacles, after the manifestation of the Queen of Pentacles, you are going to look toward the future as a one gigantic opportunity rather than as a mess that you may thought it is, without having the Queen of Wands. And now that I think of, Queen of Wands could be as well an organization. It could be as well your job, if you will. You know, you see that the job does not attend you as much as they should. They don't give you nearly enough appreciation and bonuses for the work you do. So it's where you pretty much your agenda splits. But the thing is that with seeing, and the Queen of Pentacles is also going to be, guys, some kind of an example here, because Queen of Pentacles, they don't step in just like that, okay? They are very accomplished individuals and they are very self-efficient. They don't as well care for what the rest are going through unless they have not been into their shoes. So Queen of Pentacles were in your shoes back in the days, see and very well knows what you are going through, and know that you can prevail, know that you can persevere, knows that you can be her in the future. And so it comes up and tells you, pick up yourself together, you can do it. Okay, I did it. If I did it, so you can do it as well. And that will gigantically, like I said, boost your confidence, and you're going to see the future as a ginormous opportunity instead of a tumultuous times. And the end of the week here ends up with the Three of Swords. And if you were my friend, I would hate you for it. And I will tell you why. This card represents the regret you are going to have that things did not happen with the Queen of Wands. So you're still gonna hold some kind of entitlement, you're still gonna hold some kind of emotional connection with the Queen of Wands. And I do not live by that. And I'm sorry that I'm giving an example with myself, but it is just, you know, if you see that something is working to your detriment, I cannot fathom how people can still have an emotional connection to it. And believe it or not, that is the normal norm or the ordinary norm of society, and it is just, it pains me to watch it. Simply pains me to watch it, because people are wasting time with it. Why you would have been emotionally still attached to somebody that hurt you, say, if we're talking about an ex that pretty much ruined your life, how can you be emotionally attached to that person, may that be a woman or a man? How you can be emotionally attached to a job that simply they have fired you in such a gruesome manner? It's beyond me. But it seems that you are going to represent that regret that the things did not happen in between you and that user out there, the Queen of Wands. But the good thing about the Three of Swords, it is that you are going to accept the reality, how the things are, and while you're going to regret that the things did not happen in between you and the Queen of Wands, you are also going to be fully aware that they did not happen, not because of you, but because of the other person. And so you're going to heal very, very quickly from that state. And from there, moving forward, you're not going to allow those negative thoughts about the ruined partnership, friendship, or intimacy pollute your future in any way possible. So that being said, Libra, this was your a weekly general tarot reading, guys, March 8th up until March 14th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.